Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to be taking a little look at the Swiss franc as we could be seeing a potential reversal for the currency. Now we have been pretty bullish on the Swiss franc of late, and we've been especially against the US dollar. We were trading up here and even had a couple of more swing trades through here. However, the Swiss franc is actually quite interesting. I'm just looking at my notes on my other screen, and what I've been looking at is the potential strength of the Swiss franc and the fact that we're at a potential reversal signal highlighted by the Swiss franc. And essentially what's happening, first of all, looking at the commitment of trader report, we can see that the commercials long contracts are actually decreasing and the short contracts are increasing. So that's kind of a small indication that we could see some kind of change there. Also, strength and weakness indicators suggest that the Swiss franc is stronger than any other currency at the moment. And usually when that happens, you either get a strong continuation of trend, or a trend comes to an end and we see a reversal. Now I'm swaying more towards the reversal side of things, just because the commitment of traders is showing us that the short contracts are increasing and the long contracts are decreasing. If we were to see something like the short contracts weren't even going anywhere, but the long contracts were decreasing, which does make sense because the price of the Swiss franc has got stronger, so they usually offload those long contracts. That's absolutely fine, but the fact that the short contracts are increasing gives us a sense that there might be a little bit of reversal going on. So let's take a look at a couple of Swiss pairs. Dollar Swiss. Now, Dollar Swiss is one that I don't think I'm going to touch, just because this week the FOMC statement is coming out. It's going to be very difficult to judge what's going on with the US dollar before that event. Okay, this is one of those where it's really up in the air at the minute, because if the Fed do decide that they're going to cut rates, we should see a fall in the dollar, but it's how dovish are they going to be, and so that's why I'm probably not really going to look at dollar Swiss in general. But just looking at this market, looking at it technically, it failed to break that previous weekly low. We've formed a bullish candle, so we could see some higher prices here. I'm more looking towards the Aussie Swiss, CAD Swiss and Euro Swiss. Now, we've talked about Aussie Swiss before. We haven't actually had our rules met for this. What we were looking for was a break of this 4-hour high up in here. Hasn't happened. Prices continued in the demand area, and I'm just waiting for the exact same thing again. Waiting for price to tell me that it wants to move higher before getting involved. And we know the only concern with Aussie here is, again, commitment of traders has shown there was a 106% rise in the short contract. So Aussie is just tipping on the edge for me. Been going long here, but if the market does want to tell me that it does want to go long, then happy to look for that position, just because we're at this key weekly demand zone. CAD Swiss is also at a little demand zone, so you can see that the price has pushed into these structure highs on the daily time frame and closed at that level. Typically when we see that, we see a reversal. So I'm looking for that daily candle to highlight where we could see that potential and look for maybe a long opportunity in there. Okay, what I really want to see is the Swiss franc strength move from those high positions and drop a little bit before looking for that long. But to me, there's a nice little inverse head and shoulders pattern forming, where we can see we have that left shoulder, head, right shoulder potential for a long opportunity in there. Euro Swiss, very similar. Again, you can see that on the daily time frame we have this nice inverse head and shoulders pattern forming, where we could see a break. Euro is actually gaining in strength slightly, so we could see a potential reversal here, perhaps back into this key structure resistance high. So keep an eye on the Swiss franc. It's one of my top ones to look for a potential reversal on. Wait for those daily confirmations before going in on these pairs. Thanks for watching. This has been John Kibler, head currency analyst at Blueberry Markets. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more ideas. If you're watching on TradingView, give us a follow. How do you see the Swiss franc playing out in the next few days? Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.